My name is John Cortese. I started Tripiamo about a year ago. There are so many instances where people want to drive and could experience so much more of a place if they had the foundational understanding of what to do. Our goal as a company is to really almost change the paradigm of travel for many Americans and Canadians that may feel they don't have the confidence or never thought that they could drive in these places. You do have 90% of the foundation already. If you know how to drive and you have your license in Canada or the US, like you can drive abroad. You just, in many instances, need to just purchase an international driver's license. But if you never thought that you could, you just need that 10% knowledge to feel confident. There's so many incredible things to do across any country. And I want to make sure that we can help everyone see them in the world. So at Tripiamo, we're the first online guide that essentially teaches people how to drive in another country so that they can actually get around as if they're a local. We provide, as I mentioned, online guides that include a variety of materials, such as expert comprehensive short videos that explain every main topic that may concern or confuse someone if they're looking to drive abroad with their families or just by themselves, from like simple things like how to read parking signs in a foreign language to how to navigate a roundabout, especially if you're from the United States and aren't familiar with how to do that for a lot of different European countries, to simple things like which areas you can and cannot drive into. We also include, as a part of our guide, the only kind of understanding and experience of actually what it's like to drive before you get to that destination. So we have what we're considering a 360 driving experience and with instructor guidance, which is currently patent pending. And it allows you to actually experience all of the different road environments that you may encounter, from country roads to, let's say you're just getting out of the airport and understanding how to navigate through somewhat relatively urban traffic, which you may have to at some points during your trip, to mountainside roads, to all of the different types of things you may encounter, understanding all those cultural nuances, actually being able to see what those things look like before you get there so that you don't get confused when you're there. We also include some other things like a short printable document that has simple things like translations and emergency contact information, just in case you need that stuff along the road. The course, I would say, depending on the country, but generally speaking, it'll take anyone about 30 minutes to an hour, probably around 45 minutes to an hour. You can go at your own pace. Everything's organized by certain topics. So if something is not relevant to you or you know something already, you can easily skip over a part. We've really tried to make it like the most comprehensive, quality, and concise guide. We know I don't think you or myself want to read an entire driving manual of another country just to go there for however long your trip may be. But just getting you to make sure you know the information you need to know, and that's different than what you may encounter as an American or a Canadian. Do provide those experiences so that really you have taken a good amount of time to actually understand and physically or mentally orient yourself to what it's like to drive on the opposite side of the road. We actually had one of our other clients that she said that she was going to Scotland in the last month. She was not going to drive. She had her husband on the registration to drive. She actually took her guide and actually said that she was confident enough to drive about half the time while she was there. What we're trying to do is make sure that people do feel prepared, right? And that they can do these things. In many instances, the customers that have already worked with us have said that the Tripiamo guide has paid for itself and more because of the fact of how much they've reduced fines, right, from tickets. We cover all of the UK, so England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, Italy, Spain, France. Our German guide will come out shortly, and we'll have Ireland hopefully in the next few months as well. From there, we plan to expand to more European countries as well as other countries globally. So everyone will have to stay tuned. we want to make sure that wherever you're going in the world, you can travel there safely, confidently, and then you have the confidence to roam further and experience more. So more countries to come. We can't do them fast enough, but we want to make sure also that we do our due diligence and really make sure that we cover everything and think about all aspects of what people may be concerned about or might want to cover.